The illegal drug trade based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is booming. A team headed by Deputy Commissioner of Police D. Silva targets the operations of cartel leader Singhania to capture his manager, Mark Donald, aka Don. Singhania is one of the two lieutenants of a deceased kingpin, known as Boris. The other is Vardhan, whose whereabouts are unknown and appearance is never seen. Don kills Ramesh, one of his close associates, after he tries to leave the gang. Ramesh's fiancée Kamini decides to help the police. She uses herself as bait in an attempt to trap him. But Don, knowing of her plan, kills her. Roma, Ramesh's sister, plans to avenge her brother and sister-in-law's deaths, and infiltrates Don's gang. Don is injured and falls into a coma while trying to flee from the police. D. Silva finds a look-alike named Vijay and asks him to join his mission. Vijay agrees when the Silva promises to admit Deepu, a boy Vijay takes care of, to school. Meanwhile, Jasjeet, an information technologist and Deepu's father, is released from prison. He plans to kill the Silva to avenge his own wife's death. Several years ago, Jasjeet was captured by an unknown assailant, possibly Don, who made a deal with him in order to save his kidnapped wife. However, the Silva caught him and refused to believe Jasjeet, shooting him in the leg and giving him a permanent limp. Jasjeet's wife died shortly after his arrest. At the hospital, a doctor gives Vijay scars identical to Don's. When Don suddenly dies after the operation, the masquerade begins. Vijay, posing as Don, joins the gang. The Silva asks Vijay to find a computer disk containing details about the drug cartel. When Vijay finds it, Roma attempts to kill him. But the Silva tells her of Don's real identity, and she agrees to help. Vijay hands over the disk to D. Silva. D. Silva murders Singhania, and the police arrest Vijay. The Silva is killed in the shootout, devastating Vijay, as the Silva was the only person who could prove that he is not the real Don. During an interrogation with Inspector Vishal Malik, Vijay tries to convince him of his innocence, but Malik locks him up in a holding cell after searching De Silva's apartment for the disc, and that the doctor who operated on both Vijay and Don has died in a car accident with his assistant. Having discovered his true identity, Don's associates turn against him. Vijay escapes a prisoner transportation flight to Malaysia and meets with Roma to recover the disc and prove his innocence. Jasjeet finds the disc in the Silva's apartment. He receives a call and is told that he will have to bring the disc to the men who are holding Deepu hostage. He learns that the Silva has been alive all along and is actually Vardhan, Boris's other lieutenant, who was using Vijay to reach Singhania. Jasjeet reunites with Deepu and teams up with Vijay and Roma. The trio comes up with a plan and informs Interpol. In combat, Vijay overpowers Vardhan but is interrupted by Inspector Vishal Malik, who has Vardhan arrested. Vijay is acquitted, and Roma confesses her love for him. Too late, she realizes, in a twist ending, that she was being toyed with. Don is alive and was pretending to be Vijay all along. At the hospital, Don, who had recovered from his coma, very quickly overheard Vardhan and Vijay's plan. After Vijay's operation, Don switched places with him and injected an overdose of diazepam in Vijay's glucose stream, causing him to die and making the doctors think it was Don who died. The disc Don gave to the police was fake. Now, with both Vardhan and Singhania removed, Don becomes the master of the Asian drug cartel.